on, Pokemon trainers? Welcome to episode 104 of Gotta Watch 'Em All, the podcast that brings together trainers from every corner of Pokemon fandom before watching along with an episode of Pokemon the series, starting all the way back at episode 1. But today we're going to be watching episode 104, Pokemon Double Trouble. Gotta Watch 'Em All is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Saturday, August 8th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam.
Hello,
hi.
everyone.
Hello.
Well,
What's
hello,
happening?
Ken, but hello, everyone.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
The proverbial everyone. The general everyone.
The general consensus.
Yes. Hello, everyone. How are you? What's going on, man?
Not too much. Had a good community day today for Pokemon Go.
Yes, definitely going to talk about that. Today was, in fact, Magikarp Community Day. It can live in the dirtiest of waters, so I'm very excited that we got to play.
I picked up some dollar store packs. I haven't opened them yet because I have a plan for them. But check our social for that.
All right. I'm yet to buy dollar store packs. I've never bought dollar store packs.
It's so weird. People pull great stuff all the time. And me,
I don't know.
The best thing I've pulled is a holo.
All right. Well, like Adam said, today was Magikarp Community Day in Pokemon Go. We're also in the middle of Enigma Week, which is the second Ultra unlock from Go Fest. So we'll talk about that. The final episode of Twilight Wings was released, and it's awesome. So we'll detail that and talk about the series at large. Adam's going to spotlight some cards from the new set Darkness Ablaze, which is coming out next week. And then we'll finally do our rewatch of Pokemon the series, episode 104, Pokemon Double Trouble. But let's start with Magikarp Community Day. I'm tired, man. I was out there the whole time in the heat. I'm sunburned. I didn't wear a hat. Like it was hot. The first hour and a half, I'm wearing like a baseball cap, and I was sweating. I was just dripping. It was gross. I was like, you know what? I got to lose the hat. I was like, I just got to because I'm dying. And then I lost the hat. I didn't put on any sunblock. I was not prepared. And right now I am lobster mode right now. My bald eagle dome is like red. And it's so funny because at one point I was playing with a group and we're walking through Red Bank and there's tons of people. I wore a mask for 4.5 hours. And I've got mask tan line, the top of my face, and my head is
that's wicked.
Red, and my cheeks. Luckily I have a beard, so it's not my whole face, but my cheeks from my nose down to my beard is just not tan. So it's yeah, it's
that's
gonna be
hilarious.
An interesting one. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting this week. But today was Magikarp Community Day. PokemonGoLive.com gave us all the details for the event, which included Triple Catch Stardust, which is, of course, one of the biggest deals in Pokemon Go, 3-hour Incense, and the ability for Gyarados to learn the charged move Aqua Tail. We also had event-themed research. We had an awesome-looking Magikarp photobomb. Probably my favorite photobomb.
Yeah, this was the best one so far.
It
Hands
just
down.
had this weird cartoony aesthetic. I don't know. It just popped. The color just looked so
if
good.
I wasn't in my house doing community day, I would have enjoyed this and tried to put it on something while taking a picture. It would have been
it was
better.
It's a cool art. I don't know what it was. It's just
it was the splash effect.
Yeah, but even the colors they used, I don't know. The palette was crazy, and it just really popped. It stood out more so than anything they've ever done before with Photobomb. Really, really cool. The spawns seemed absolutely insane. Many people in our community were putting up numbers that were just nuts. We had 2 or 3 trainers that caught over 1,500 Magikarp in the 6-hour event. It was 11-5, which is just nuts. I mean, I played the whole time. I didn't take any breaks to eat, but I was doing tons of raids throughout the entire day. So, I caught around 770 or something like that. And so hearing people put up, 1,500 is insane. That must have been nonstop fast catch the entire time, which is, hard to do for 6 hours straight. But it was definitely an awesome event. How did you do, Adam?
Well, like I said, I played from my house. I started the day, I cooked breakfast before the event, played for 3 hours straight, heavy. I was all about fast catching and catching as much
Yeah,
stuff
but
as I could.
how heavy can you play at home though? Like, were the spawns that frequent that you were able to like?
I'd say
like that you would be able to
every
describe
half
it as
hour
heavy?
they cycled, so I'd get like a big boost of just 7, 8 spawns all at once. But every single minute, basically, every time I would catch something, almost 10 seconds later, I'd have another catch with my incense.
Okay.
And I sometimes I wasn't fast enough to catch them, but
Oh wow.
I was able to get 18 shiny. I did get a hundo, so that was cool. Got 100%, which I immediately evolved into.
I was gonna say, I hope you evolved it.
And then honestly, some of the shinies that I caught were really decent IVs. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna evolve these. And come to find out, I had a lot of Magikarp candy. I guess I just didn't evolve Magikarps. So
Well, that's also interesting considering because you were home, you didn't really do research, and there was research for the day.
well, I did do the
that
research.
was giving out. No, not the special, not like the limited special research, but like the normal Pokestop research, field research, was giving out 6 Magikarp candy.
Really?
So,
oh man.
oh yeah. So I mean, I played in Red Bank. There's 40, 50 stops there, so it's like the amount of candy I was getting was insane because on top of all the catches, I'm also getting research that's giving me 6 candy. So I think they did a good job of getting candy into the trainer's hands by the special research, which was optional for $1, but that making you use Pineapps, so that gave you a little extra candy. The field research giving you extra candy, and the spawns were absolutely out of control. Like it was in Red Bank, it was completely dense, and it was like 1% non-Magikarp. Like usually on community days, you have a couple other things peppered in, which I had today, but it was very few and far between. Like it was all Magikarp all the time.
Yeah, it was like,
wasn't
there
awesome.
an event going on?
Well, it's also Enigma week for the Ultra Unlock, but that gets pushed to the side during the community day hours.
Well, I mean, the last 3 hours, I just kind of had my Go Plus going.
Right.
And I think I caught like 4 or 5 shinies after that.
Yeah.
I caught one.
Man, that's awesome.
With a minute left. Because I had looked through my inventory to delete some stuff. And then I just let it go because it was going past the community day. So like I was still catching other Pokemon.
Right.
But it was like the last catch was like, it was like 183 CP. I was like, not bad.
How did you do with remote raids? Were you doing remote raids from home?
Yes. Yeah, that first 3 hours, there was a lot of remote raids. But if I didn't have my Go Plus, I wouldn't have been able to keep catching.
Yeah. I did a ton of raids. The first half of the day, all Deoxys raids. And I'm like, where are the unknown? And in the second half of the day, I had some unknown pop, and then people started sending me the unknown invites, which I didn't end up with the shiny unknown, but we do have until next Friday for Enigma week. But Enigma week was unlocked because of our performance at GoFest. This was for completing 16 challenges of the global challenges that we did over the course of the weekend. We're kind of like right in the middle of it right now. So this week featured Pokemon like Staryu, which had its shiny released, Jigglypuff, Clefairy, Lunatone, Solrock, Baltoy, Bronzor, and the release of Elgyem in the wild. Elgyem, like Little Green Man. Really cool looking Pokemon. I definitely like it. And people that aren't familiar with the franchise, this generation of the franchise, they like this Pokemon. It's very, very popular. It just looks really neat, and its evolution looks really cool as well. We also had event hatches, raids. We had Unown spelling Ultra in raids, like I was saying, and Deoxys, both of which could be shiny. I ended up getting 4 shiny Deoxys today.
I have 0. And we can't trade these, correct?
Deoxys, no. Was this the exception? I don't know. I don't think you could trade it. I don't think you could trade it.
So you definitely need that shiny then.
Yeah, I mean, I did a stupid amount of raids. That's why I was able to get so many. But I did do I posted it up on Twitter. I retweeted from someone in my community. We did a raid. So there were 7 people doing the raid, and 3 of us in the raid got the shiny. It was really cool. That typically doesn't happen. Usually it's like 1 person per raid gets the shiny, but that was really cool. Deoxys is a very cool looking shiny, very, very bold, stands out a lot. But how are you doing so far with Enigma week? I mean, have you been getting through the grind?
Yeah, I've caught about 8 or 9 of the Elgyems, and I still don't have a Ball Toy shiny or a Staryu or any of the shinies really. So I'm not doing that great, but I have done a million. It's what it feels like for Deoxys raids.
Yeah. Well, you got to get on the unknown raid train.
Well, I did a few of those, and I did not get a shiny of those.
Yeah, I had one person that I was playing with today that did get the shiny unknown. It seemed like the Deoxys was a little bit more common than unknown, but we'll have to see how the research does. But I love when there's these stackable kind of events. Obviously, the encounter pool shifted to just Magikarp during the hours, but obviously the raids were still there during Community Day, which was really cool. But I had a great time. I love the 6-hour format. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like I'm missing out if I stop and do raids, whereas before with a 3-hour event, it was go, 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 go. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't stop me. It's like now with 6 hours, I kind of feel a little bit more chill and I can.
I really enjoyed the 6
relax.
hours.
Yeah, it's the way to go. Definitely the way to go. All right, Adam, you want to get into a little Twilight Wings here?
Twilight Wings? Yes, of course.
Episode 7.
I do. This is the anime podcast for Pokemon, so why not? It's an animated Pokemon episode.
Thank you, Adam.
But yeah. So the final episode of Twilight Wings was released on the official Pokemon YouTube channel, and we get to see how the story ends, essentially. Yeah. And it begins with a flashback sequence with Tommy and John in the hospital, which brings us back to the feel of episode 1. We see them watching TV, and they're kind of, one of them's like messing with their face, like trying to look like a good trainer, which is hilarious.
Right. Make them look tough. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's news coverage being televised, showing the gym leaders sharing their feelings about Leon, and they're actually hilarious. They're just like
the best is when they show when oh my
Alistair,
God,
the ghost trainer.
Yeah, he's just like it's so good.
I have no response. I don't know. And they're just basically like, he's tough, he's strong, he's the strongest trainer ever, and it's just kind of like, okay. And that's why when it got to Alistair and it made that, he just kind of was like, It was hilarious. I got a good laugh out of it. But we also hear John mention that Leon isn't really smiling. So
he picked up on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So something's not right. The flashback turns into a dream sequence, and we learn that John has fallen asleep and has almost missed his opportunity to see Leon battle in the finals. He quickly gets dressed and jumps into a Corviknight taxi.
It's the Corviknight taxi, the pilot that we've seen in every single episode.
Yes, and he's like, this is the fastest Corviknight in all of Galar. So if any Corviknight can get you there, it's this one.
Right.
They get in the air. Pilot faces some strong headwinds or whatever. John looks out of the window and sees like this huge opening, and there's a canyon and all this stuff, but he sees Leon just like climbing basically a mountain in the middle of nowhere.
He's just like chilling.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
And there's Eldegoss float blowing in the wind, but he asks the driver to land once he sees Leon, and Leon's just by himself on the top of the mountain, and he's like, I wanted to give my Charizard a rest for the battle. He's like, I don't want him to use any strength because he needs it for the battle. He asked the Corviknight taxi driver if he can get a ride.
Yeah, but the whole thing was that the reason that he was there on the top of a mountain is because he said he got lost. And it's like, if you remember back to like the early episodes, it's like even with, it's just like the story of Sword and Shield. If you played through Sword and Shield, when Hop introduces you to Leon, he says he's kind of clumsy and forgets his way and gets lost a lot. So I like that little connection to the storyline of the main games where it's like, oh yeah, Leon does get lost and he doesn't know where he's going. Like that was a cool little tie-in.
Yeah. But yeah, he asked for the ride and the taxi driver's just like, you know what, he's like, you're not going to get there in time. He's like, you're just going to have to take the Corviknight taxi without my taxi cab and without me and without this, without John. But Corviknight knows that John is like, because they've had that connection at the beginning, they've seen each other. So he's like, he does like the little like push nod, like, no, he's going to come too.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really nice. So they jump on Corviknight and get going.
No, it's the next part is probably one of the coolest animation sequences I've seen to date in Twilight Wings. However, it will be outdone. But John is like wearing goggles. He's kind of looking super cute on the Corviknight, and Leon's talking to him as they're flying. Like, he comes to say that like John's dream is to see Leon's match in person, and Leon kind of has some weird thoughts and can tell that, you know, there might be a little bit more to the story. But he leans down to the Corviknight and is like, he's like, hey, if you didn't have to worry about us, like, would you be able to fly faster? And the Corviknight kind of signals like, yeah, of course. And he just tells the Corviknight to have at it. And you have this amazing sequence of Corviknight like just diving and flying through like mountain spires and along the water line. It just looks so amazing. Like, you really feel the speed and the power of Corviknight kind of just like, it almost looks like it breaks the sound barrier. It's just so awesome. And it's really neat.
Yeah, I do like how they animated that.
Yeah. And like John, who's like this sickly kid, is like laughing through the whole thing. And Leon is surprised. He's like, wait, you're not scared? Oh, like what's going on here? It was just a really cool sequence. And finally they get to, you know, Hammerlock Stadium, and Chairman Rose like kind of snaps his fingers, turn the lights on, introduces them. You hear the crowd like in awe because Leon's coming in on the Corviknight. They actually land right on the stadium floor, and John is there with Leon on the field, like in the actual arena. And he kind of like turns to John and says, look, man, you know, when we meet again, we're going to have a battle, and I'm not going to go easy on you. Like, he just is trying to encourage John to have a little bit more of an aspiration in his dreams, to be like, you shouldn't just aspire to watch me battle. You should aspire to do the battle yourself. It's like that whole kind of dynamic, which I thought was really cute, really cool.
It's very emotional.
And it is. Well, Raihan, I think that's how you say his name, the dragon type gym leader, he's the one that Leon is battling in the finals. And as this battle starts, they cut to John, who's just completely overwhelmed with emotion. And the music is going, and it's like John can't even handle seeing what he's seeing in person because it's like just beautiful to him. It's really, really cool. Really, really well done. Cinematography is amazing. But the next sequence of the battle that Leon has, probably the coolest Pokemon animation I've ever seen ever. Like any movie, any anime episode, it's just phenomenal. It's like super high cuts, high speed, high frame rate. You see all these amazing attacks, the way they animate them. You see like Draco Meteor happening. You see like Dragapult come out. Like all this amazing, amazing attack animation.
And
like,
he shoots the little lizards out of his ears.
He does shoot baby
like
lizards
metal.
out of his ears.
Like that's what they sound like because they like just hit the side
It's because they're missiles, dude. They're little baby lizard missiles.
I don't understand it.
It's amazing. It's the coolest thing. And ultimately, it ends with Leon Gigantamaxing Charizard. And, dude, Charizard just looks so good.
So, I want to
so
say,
good.
You know, Digimon, the first movie, or whatever. I
on.
know we're not talking about this, but...
Come on.
But when Greymon, the Charizard, I guess, you know, whatever equal, when he uses his, like, Nova Flame or whatever, and he just, like, gets down, bends down, and just shoots his, like, flames... I was like, it felt the same animation style. Like it felt like that in that moment.
I know not of what you speak.
Okay,
I've never even seen I've never even seen an episode of Digimon.
Well, this was
the
movie. It was just the first
I've
one.
never seen any of it.
You're insane.
Because I'm a Pokemon trainer, man. No, but the animation was ridiculous, and the Charizard like uses this giant flamethrower against the Gmax Duraludon. Like, just looks absolutely amazing, and you kind of have this voiceover of John coming to, like, watching all this and coming to the realization that he does in fact want to become a Pokemon trainer. And the episode kind of wraps. Like, you don't necessarily see like a celebration from Leon that he won the match. It's just puts the focus on John, which is amazing because that's how the whole series started. And then it like goes to a credit sequence, and there's Adam, I don't even know if did you watch the post-credit scene?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So after the credits, there's a very, very short scene of the Corviknight taxi driver. Again, the connection, the glue to all this series. And you see two people walk up and say, hey, can you give us a ride? And you don't see their faces. However, you see their outfits.
Yeah, it's the two starter characters, like before you switch your outfits or whatever. But it's
so good.
It's the start of Sword and Shield.
It's so good. I was like, oh my god, they're tying it all together. But it made me start to really think. Twilight Wings, we're really talking about the taxi driver, the Corviknight, and taking people on journeys from childhood or the beginning of their Pokemon journey to becoming a Pokemon trainer, or in the case of John, having a sickly kid who then realizes his dream by leaving the hospital. Like, there's just so much kind of like symbolism. It was really awesome. I mean, like, very, very cool how they wrapped it up, and especially how they took the focus away from Leon and made it about John. I was like, yeah, well done. I was like, well done. Like, this is it. It's so good. Like, it really blew me away. I mean, how awesome was that animation? That battle scene. I mean, obviously you're calling it
Epic.
Digimon, but
well,
no,
I'm just saying, like,
amazing.
the animation, like, style felt like, because everything was so fast moving, and it was much different than when we saw the episode with Oleana, like, looking down at the Dynamax Pokemon. Because like that animation looked totally different than what we saw in this episode.
No, this seemed like high speed anime, like, like high technology anime, but all hand drawn. That's why it looks so good. But I was blown away. I thought the episode was amazing.
This was amazing. Yep.
They really put the connection between having like all this super high energy, physical, violent attacks in with this like super soft and emotional storyline of like, a young kid realizing his purpose. It's like so cool. So well done. I absolutely loved it. I hope they do, get this animation studio to do more stuff, because I really, really enjoyed it. It was
when was the release date for this episode?
The 6th.
The 6th. Okay. So I just want to point out too, because we're going into Darkness Ablaze chat, there's also a Corviknight taxi like card in the set as well.
Is there really?
There really is. Yep.
Is it like a trainer?
No, it is.
Or is it
it's just Corviknight,
but in the art?
But it's the cool. Flight scene. Like he's
that's so
he's
cool.
Like being lifted up. So I haven't looked at the card to get like the exact like what if John is actually inside the cab, which would be so cool as like the tie-in. But you do see the taxi driver, Corviknight, and the taxi like cab.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, but obviously, link will be in the description to this. This was on the official Pokemon YouTube channel. But if you haven't watched the series, I mean, the majority of episodes are like 6-7 minutes long. This last episode was like 9.5 minutes long. So it's not a big investment of time to get through the whole thing. You could probably binge it in one setting. Just do it, because it was absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, let's talk about a little Darkness Ablaze here. Pokemon.com, I know, put together some stuff. And Adam, you got to be getting hyped on this set coming next week.
I am very hyped. This set looks phenomenal. On special conditions, the last episode that we just recorded, so the next episode to come out probably when you hear this. We kind of go over all the cards you should look for. But I'm not going to go into that because that's not what this article is. But I will give you my insights on this article. So Pokemon.com, they put some of these like just highlighted Pokemon, and they give a lot of light to Pokemon that don't necessarily deserve it. Is the best
Adam looked at this article and he's like, "Really? These are the cards?"
is the best way to describe it. So
it's so funny.
First, we have Grimmsnarl Vmax, and they're talking about it. They're like, "Yeah, he's got 330 hit points. His Gmax drill does 170, but you can add extra damage for extra dark energies, but you can't add more than 100 damage, so it maxes it out at 270."
It's 270 with 5 energy also.
Yeah, that's bonkers. When you could have a Eternatus VMAX for 2 energies do 280, I believe. That's 3 times 8, right? No, 240. Yeah, 240. You can do 240 for 2 energies.
Right, but all right, put it this way. You can ultimately, it's going to take you 2 turns to prep that Eternatus. However, the next card they talk about, Hydreigon, has an ability that will allow you to prep that Grimmsnarl in as little as 1 turn.
But you have to get the energies in hand.
You have to have the energies in hand. So exactly.
So they highlight Hydreigon, says, as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a dark energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. It is also a stage 2, so you have to go from Dino to Zweilous to Hydreigon. And you're filling your deck with cards that are harder to get out. So I don't necessarily I like Hydreigon. I like that it's got this ability. It will provide some sort of deck that it comes out of. I just don't know what at the moment because we're in Darkness Ablaze right now. So maybe a card comes out, maybe a card from Sword and Shield, maybe just base Grimmsnarl. So I don't know. I just know that I don't necessarily like that combo with the Grimmsnarl VMAX and Zweilous. It's like an obvious combo, but there's better dark attackers.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, sure, absolutely.
Next card they highlight is Butterfree Vmax, which again, it's a grass VMAX. It does 150 for 3 energies. Gmax Tox Breeze. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. Not that great. When Rillaboom VMAX does, I think it's 130, and then you can discard up to however many grass energies attached to it to do 50 extra damage.
Right.
So it's just you can easily do a lot more damage with Rillaboom, and the Rillaboom basic, or not basic, but the stage 2 from Sword and Shield allows you to go grab 2 extra grass energies to it, so you can just consistently get more and get more and get more and just keep doing a ton of damage. So Butterfree VMAX just kind of like lacks in playability because there's just a better grass attacker. The only thing it really has going for it is its free retreat. But like I said, better grass attackers, better dark attackers. So it's kind of like, why are you I get that they're highlighting these because these are like on the cover and these are new VMAXs, but Eternatus should have made the cut and they should have just mentioned Rillaboom. Not that it's in the set, but they do.
Here's a card from another set.
Yeah, they do, however, redeem themselves by putting Crobat V as a highlight. This is the most anticipated card out of the set because this is, you play it from your hand, Dark Assist, draw until you have 6 cards.
That's huge.
There's no discarding, so it's not a Dedenne, but you can only play one of Dark Asset ability. So you can only play one, but if you have Dedenne, you can also play Dedenne as well. And you're not going to use it for its attack, so it's, you're literally just using it for its ability. Now, there's also a new trainer card called Piers. It's a supporter. You get to go search your deck for a dark Pokemon, and then any energy. So
Okay.
everybody's going to be playing Crobat. So it literally just is a card that literally says, go search for Crobat. You can draw cards from it. And here's an energy. So it's very good. Then they highlight Poltegeist. This is awesome. I really enjoy this highlight. It has an ability called T-Break. It says you must discard a Pokemon that has the Mad Party attack from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. So it's kind of like Cinccino from Sword and Shield's Make Do, where you discard a card, draw 2, but this forces you to discard one of your Mad Party Pokemon. And what is Mad Party, you might be asking? It says this attack does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that has the Mad Party attack. So there's Bunnelby. It has 40 hit points. So they're just... The only thing with this deck is that they have very little hit points. So they're like all glass cannons. No pun intended, because it's Poltegeist in a teapot.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's Bunnelby, there's a Galarian Mr. Rhyme, there's the Poltegeist, there is a Dedenne, I believe that's one. So they can do some damage, but you're going to play Crobat V as well to draw more cards. You can play Dedenne to discard. It's going to be a really fun budget deck because they're commons and uncommons, and they're just going to be easy to get, essentially. You buy 1 box of cards, you should be able to get play sets of all these.
I mean, you're pretty excited, in generally speaking about Darkness Ablaze, right? Like,
yeah,
there's pretty high on this.
There's an amazing amount of cards coming out of this, and the only one that I talk about on the other podcast is basically Poltegeist and Crobat V. The other three don't.
Crobat V, that is the value of that still high?
Well, technically, because the set's not officially out, there is no market price for it at the moment. It's just kind of like, it's roughly $30 because nobody has boxes to just open and open and open to say, hey, I have this many in stock. This is how much they are. Once more packs are circulating, the prices fluctuate. So if, and like that's the thing with Crobat V is it's going to be, like there's no drawback. Dedenne had that drawback where you had to discard your hand. So now Crobat is it's simply just draw cards. So it can fit into more decks, especially with the supporter peers. So,
and by the way, we didn't say how awesome Pierre's little cameo in Twilight Wings was.
Oh yeah,
they're going through the different trainers, and he just busy. Pushes the camera away. He's like, "I'm busy here." So that's so good, so good. But no, I've watched quite a few early unboxings of Darkness Ablaze, and I gotta say that the full arts and the VMAX cards, the colors, and the way the holo pops, they look good, man.
I'm more
really
excited
good
for some of the holos and the trainer cards. Just like these Mad Party Pokemon. I'm more excited for decks like that to come out of it, because that's its whole a whole different a deck to come out of in just a single set.
Yeah, I feel that. All right, well, very good, man. I think we are ready to take a little break. When we come back, we can watch our Amazon Prime Video, our anime episode 104. Are you ready to take a little break?
I am so ready.
All right, everyone, we'll be back right after this. And we are back from our break. Thank you so much for that. A little housekeeping to get through before we do our watch along. This podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And if Patreon isn't your thing, don't worry. There's still a couple other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. And if you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. Also, our merch store is live, PokemonProfessor.com/merch. All right, we got some, just wanted to touch on 2 little bits of miscellaneous news before we do our watch along. There was we haven't done a lot of Sword and Shield talk lately. But the Pikachu line was just featured in Max Raid battles. So you could get Pikachu, Pichu, and Raichu. They had like one of these mass appearance events in Max Raid battles. So that's just wrapping up tomorrow from, before this podcast comes out, but after we're recording it. That will be wrapping up. And we didn't talk about this during our Go Fest segment or our Pokemon Go segment, but for those that purchased a Go Fest ticket, Niantic will be making or offering a make update on Sunday, August 16th from 11 to 2 p.m. local time to compensate for issues that were had during the fire, water, and friendship habitats of the first day of Go Fest. So just check the link in the description for details on that. But if you got a Go Fest ticket, you will get a make update for 3 hours on the 16th. But I think we are ready to watch our anime. This is called Pokemon Double Trouble. The original air date in Japan was August 12th, 1999, as episode 108. And in the U.S., it aired on September 9th, 2000, and is currently episode 104 in the U.S. lineup per the current Amazon. And if you're keeping score here, it is Adventures in the Orange Islands, episode 52. So we are getting close to wrapping the Orange Islands arc. And remember, when we start the episode, we're going to skip the theme song just to avoid any copyright issues that we have on YouTube. But Adam, are you good to go?
I am good to ghost.
All right, let's get this thing started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have happy-go-lucky music.
I love
not battle music.
Also the home of the fourth and final member of the Orange Crew, whom Ash must defeat to qualify for the Orange.
So the fourth and final member of the Orange Crew is here on this island. We're going to get some gym battles. I'm very excited about this. Poor Lapras needs a vacation.
Yeah, so even if Ash loses and acts like a baby, at least we'll be in a nice
Burn, Misty.
Dude, I know, dude. They
just once, can't you guys have a little confidence
so
in me?
great. So good.
Sure, Ash. In fact, we have as little confidence in you as possible.
Wow, another
Misty.
burn.
Misty doubles up.
Well, Pikachu, we'll just have to prove we're winners then, won't we? Pikachu!
I like how Pikachu gets mad too. He's like, really?
I'm surprised. I mean, I get they're on Lapras, but like normally Pikachu would, Thundershock them all just to be like, hey,
yeah.
take me seriously.
So obviously this is a huge tourist spot. They have giant like cruise ships.
The Kumquat Hotel for the sweetest deal in town. Come check it out.
And then we see her.
Hurry, hurry.
Her annoying voice. Her voice is so annoying to me.
Well, even the characters they animated like, wow, we can't handle her voice.
Yeah.
Not a vacation.
Then you don't have to take one, Ash. I bet Misty and I can have enough vacation for the three of us.
It's like, you get to work, Ash. We're chilling.
Come on, Ash. Let's go down to the beach and get a hot dog and maybe
You can
go
tell
for a
Ash is
swim.
burnt out. He's definitely fried.
Princess, hurry.
Oh, her voice is so annoying.
My boy.
So something's up with this lady from the Kumquat Hotel. What?
Mama Wama.
What is
Sounds like
going
a
on
gas
here?
station.
My son is back with his mama.
What?
My son, my pride,
That's
my joy,
weird.
my
That's
heart,
kinda weird.
My soul, my light, my star, my
This is
world.
awkward. Okay, let go of him.
I know, it's like very long.
Excuse me, who are you?
Travis, you don't even remember your own mom.
Oh, Ash is really named Travis. Sorry.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, sorry, it's been a lie the whole time.
Ugh, I'm sorry, lady, but my name's Ash, and I already have a mother, okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
my
this is
goodness.
very awkward.
I could have sworn you were Travis. Oh, excuse me. It must be what they call wishful thinking.
It must be your voice is so annoying it messed with your eyesight.
I guess your son must really look just like Ash.
Yes, he does. And he even had his Pikachu with him when he left on his Pokemon journey.
I want to see. Let's see this Travis.
Hurry back!
All right, okay. That is kind of
Yeah,
Ash
that
like.
does look like Ash.
Yeah, it's,
It sounds to me like the reason your son went away was because he wanted to become a Pokemon master.
it's because of your annoying
That's
voice.
just what I did.
I
He was
thought
like,
so.
how fast can I get on this? I don't even care which Pokemon you give me, Professor.
You know, I think you and Travis are so much alike that I...
Huh? Yo, I'm telling you, Team Rocket is not afraid to spend money. Is this Team Rocket?
No, this is the
Look
Squirtle
at this
Squad.
thing.
Look at those sunglasses. Oh, yep,
It's
there you
Team
go.
Rocket.
It's Team Rocket.
But dude, it's like they had Mecha Meowth last week. Now they've got giant, Mega Godzilla Rhydon.
I don't understand how they can afford this, because this thing is waterproof. It swims in water, walks on land.
Giovanni makes that money, man. Didn't Meowth learn Payday finally?
Yeah, that's got to be what it is. That's the only way they can afford it.
But it's huge.
Robo
Rhydon, they call it.
It's Pokemon power. Robo Rhydon power on.
Robo Rhydon. It's got quite the intricate mechanical system, but yeah, it's powered by. I love Arbok on the treadmill. It's so ridiculous.
He's just slithering to add the energy.
But I do think it's funny though how all of their submarines are like pedal powered, and this is still powered by treadmills. Like I just love that. And it's like the smoke screen isn't like generated by Robo Rhydon. It's just the wheezing sitting in the mouth.
That they use the hammer for, like that's
So good.
Sorry.
Well, I should have known. We'll just have to make the best of it. Full smog ahead.
Full smog ahead. You see the little wheezing in there? But it's very Godzilla-like. Like the way they animate.
yeah, the screen's all red. and
Yeah,
just everybody
like,
running
looks
from the beach.
like Godzilla.
I just love this. The smog is causing an absolute panic.
Yes, but
Jesse is so happy to see all these people distressed.
Yes, that's true, James. But I found something I'm actually good at, and I'm having a wonderful time.
She's so evil.
Hail the conquering Rhydon!
All right, hold it.
Ash he's got no fear. He's the best.
Attacking innocent people like this just isn't fair.
Yeah, you tell him, Ash.
Well, of course it isn't fair. If attacking innocent people were fair, it wouldn't be any fun at all. Now would it? You're getting in my way. Arbok, use your
Why
poison
wouldn't she
stick.
just keep going and roll over him?
Just kill him. It's
I
like
was
they
waiting for
loaded
the-
another Pokemon into the mouth.
Yeah, I was waiting for the hammer to hit Arbok.
What? That is sick.
Alakazam, great work.
Oh, that was so
I'm
cool.
only gonna say this one time. Get out and never come back, or believe me, you'll regret it.
Oh, snap.
She's like, can you just stop
Please,
talking?
ma'am, we know these guys, and they're pretty dangerous.
I can be pretty dangerous myself. Just get out of my way, Grandma.
I would
Oh, snap.
if I were you, you old
That's
bitch.
it.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, Misty with the burns. She's just getting better and better.
You know about aging. Yeah, that's right, Jess. She ain't an expert like you.
I'm not old.
Oh, it looks so funny.
Oh,
They're probably planning something really rotten, so we better handle this.
that's very nice of you to offer.
I like how
but I
Alakazam's
think
just
an
sitting there.
Orange Fruit Gym leader should be able to take care of this herself, don't you?
Huh?
I don't care if
Oh,
you're the Orange
spoiler
Fruit
alert,
Gym
she's the
Yeah,
gym leader.
exactly.
James,
right.
launch an all-out smog attack immediately.
Roger.
They gotta load Wheezing back in. They bonk him again? Oh, they didn't have to bonk him.
Jeez. I was really hoping. See some more hammer.
Where's the Pidgeotto whirlwind attack when you need it?
Robot's mouth.
Oh, look at some.
James, what's going on?
Why would they install that?
Rhydon's mouth is shutting.
Uh-oh.
The backflow of smog attack goes back into the cockpit.
Doesn't Meowth not have a nose? I thought that was like in an episode or something. He's like, oh, right, I can't
so
smell.
did you hear that? The boss wouldn't cough up the money. See, this is all just powered by Giovanni's riches.
Now, use takedown attack.
You know, Charizard is
Listening
a good
now.
ally now.
Yeah.
Charizard's listening to Ash.
But Misty and Tracy have no faith in Ash, so
I know, right? Oh no! It's a total failure.
And the whips are just knocking out Arbok. Oh man.
It's like burning holes. Oh, Robo
He
Rhydon.
blindly
oh, no.
used acid and it burned a hole in the
no.
belly.
Rhydon a brand new belly button.
Can't you do anything
It's like an exhaust port. They need it.
Apparently not.
Okay, Charizard, flamethrower attack.
Charizard threads the needle with the flamethrower.
Something.
Get us out of here!
I can't. Our Rhydon's off.
Why did a
Somehow
flamethrower
I was
cause
just gonna say that.
electrical paralyzation to the Rhydon?
And that was a very aggressive blasting off again. Like they really got sent far.
You did an excellent job.
Thank you, ma'am. I wonder if I could ask you or challenge you to a gym match.
Let me battle you, Mom.
Very
I mean,
pleased to have a
strange
match
lady.
with you, Ash, but I won't go easy on you.
Okay, Leon.
She's creepy. Yeah, exactly, right? It's Pikachu.
No, it's Roadrunner. Meet meet. Oh, it's Dodrio.
It did look very Roadrunner-ish in the silhouette.
Yes. See? I was almost right.
So
This is where the gym
it's
is?
like a hotel.
It looks like a hotel to me.
Yeah, that's what I think,
Hotel,
Misty.
And the gym is inside.
Hey, that sounds like the perfect
Do,
combination.
do you have
Ash
food?
can have his match, and we can have a good time.
Tracy just wants a break.
He just wants a good time.
Chilton, would you kindly prepare a deluxe suite for my guests, please?
Does it come with food? That would be the first thing I say if I was Ash.
Now that's sweet.
It's like, feed me, please. There's like Pokemon doing aerobics.
The trainers must come here so their Pokemon can get into shape.
A gym at the gym.
Oh,
And
that's
this
funny.
is where we'll have our match.
All right.
It's like there's a giant stadium inside of the hotel. It's kind of legit.
This is the
I'd stay
nicest
there.
gym I've seen. It's almost like a stadium.
Well, that's what I just said,
Why
Tracy.
don't we make this a double Pokemon battle, and we'll each use 2 Pokemon at the same time?
Oh, snap.
So what do you have to do to win a double battle?
It's simple.
She's
If
laying
one of
down
the
the
trainer's
rules.
Pokemon team can't go on battling anymore, the other trainer wins the match.
Oh, I get it.
You know,
So it's pretty much a singles battle with
double
double
match
Pokemon.
Is almost the same as playing a doubles match in tennis.
Well, in that case, we'll be able to
Look
ace
at-
Ooh,
How-
the flashback
He looks
to,
so
to
funny.
Ash in tennis uniforms.
I have faith in my Pokemon and myself because we're strong and tough enough to win.
Ash, that's the kind of
Ooh, she slaps him in the back.
You know, the way you talk about Pokemon is just the way my son Travis does.
She's
We'll
probably
have our
one
match
of the
tomorrow.
older
Until
gym. I
then,
mean,
we
it was
would
funny
all have
that
free use of
that
the
Jesse
hotel.
called her an old lady, but like, she's clearly an older woman. 'Cause she has a son Ash's age, but
I guess I should use Pikachu to start off with, but I just can't figure out what my other Pokemon should be. I'll do it tomorrow.
Charizard.
why do you have to
know
start
what?
with Pikachu?
I bet she'll use Alakazam as one of her Pokemon.
I like seeing Misty with her hair down too. She looks cool.
Yeah, she looks like a different person.
Probably.
Yeah,
Ash has just got a hot towel on his head.
I know. Togepi's getting lathered up. Look, man, yeah, Misty just laying it on.
Hey, Ash,
Ash is
are you
dead in the
okay?
pool.
Cool me down.
Ash,
All
you
those
stayed in
sick
our hot tub
burns.
too long.
No kidding.
At least you won't have to warm up for the match.
Good one,
Yeah,
Tracy.
Misty does look totally different.
I don't understand. They were all in the hot tub.
Well,
And-
Ash has got different tolerance levels.
Yeah, you're right. He's a 10-year-old, and they're probably like
Member Luana. The challenge
a little
is
bit
to
older.
Win a Jade Star badge. The trainers have agreed in advance
One,
that
why
this
would they
match will
call
be
it
conducted
kumquat?
as a double
2, why are there
Pokemon
no
battle.
one in the stands?
Ash, these are the Pokemon
It's not
I'm
official.
using. Alakazam!
Alakazam.
Marowak!
It's quite the combo.
All right, so
Pikachu and I.
yep, Alakazam will redirect all of Pikachu's Thunderbolt.
With Charizard's
What a weird
flamethrower
combination
and
here.
Pikachu's electric attacks, we can't lose.
Well, they can't lose, Adam. What a combo.
I like that
He's right.
can do attitude.
Pikachu almost gets knocked out by Charizard. It's like, wait a second, we were friends last time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so right now Charizard and Pikachu are just going at it, shocking and burning each other.
If they don't work together, Ash will never win his fourth battle.
They were a good team last week. What is happening here?
Alakazam! Marowak!
The intense battle music into play.
Go! Charizard! Pikachu!
What attacks, Ash? What attacks?
Just do whatever you want. Oh, poor Pikachu.
Charizard just burnt Pikachu's tail. Come on.
They clearly need to work together.
Charizard! Use your tackle attack now!
Wow, strong tackle.
Psychic attack! That'll stop Charizard cold.
Oh, goes up, goes up.
He's like, look at my spoon.
Alakazam's using psychic attack.
It's working.
I understand the whole psychic attack premise, but it just doesn't, it's not doing damage. It just makes them float.
Pikachu, help Charizard!
He's like, I am helping.
Unless your Pokemon work as a team. Marowak, use Boomerang!
Oh,
Oh man,
yeah, Charizard's
Charizard's
getting wrecked.
Charizard!
All right, Alakazam, use your psychic attack.
just the same animation reused.
Same one.
You! Do something!
Good trainer. Do something.
Charizard's going down.
Oh. See, that's how he's able to do damage with Psychic. Is like doing it like a body slam.
Come on, Pikachu.
Oh, it's all to
Get it
Pikachu now,
together.
man. Charizard is wrecked.
Yeah, but they said if one of them get knocked out,
Finish it!
you lose.
Pikachu, if Charizard can't battle, we're gonna lose this match!
His eyes aren't swirly yet.
Then
Keep
you've
going.
gotta do something to help Charizard!
You're the trainer, Ash. Tell it what to do. Oh, Pikachu's inspired. Better start flying. All right, so now Charizard is kind of like
He's all kinds
looking
of
at
happy.
Pikachu like, all right, you have my back. Okay.
It's not over till it's over, I always say.
All right, Mom.
Give Pikachu
Yeah,
a
she's
fighting
total
chance.
mom. Okay, Boomer.
Oh no!
Oh,
Pikachu!
dude, the music.
Great catch,
Pikachu gets caught by Charizard's wing.
Pikachu and Charizard.
Pikachu gives him a grateful thumbs up.
Pikachu, jump up on Charizard's back and just let it fly!
All right, so this is pretty cool. This is really cool. Like, look how good it looks.
Boomerang now!
It's so good. So
Give
get
me
off.
Flying
No,
Thunderbolt,
dodge it.
Pikachu.
Yes.
Didn't work.
Yes, it did. It stopped that Marowak attack.
Go
That Marowak
Alakazam!
attack.
Use Hyper Beam on Charizard!
Oh, look how tough Charizard looks. No way.
Charizard, quick, go up!
Oh,
Oh
get
man.
some. Get some. Oh no.
All right.
Wow. Marowak's Boomerang hit Alakazam mid Hyper Beam, and the Hyper Beam got deflected right back at Marowak.
Both out.
Victory goes to the challenger.
I love how the official comes in all of a sudden, like wearing a suit.
We did it, we won! You two are amazing.
I
know
like
you
how
can
you
make
only
great
had to have
team.
one Pokemon knocked out, but they actually
Congratulations,
both knocked out both
Awesome
Pokemon.
ending, Ash.
You did a fine job.
Thanks,
Ash.
Mom.
Yeah, I mean, yes, ma'am.
And now,
I mean,
as
make me
Kumquat
some
Island
food,
gym
Mom. I'm
leader
hungry.
And a member of the Orange Crew, I happily present to you this token of your victory.
What's it look like?
And she's like, also that'll be like $300 for your deluxe suite.
Yeah, your stay.
My final badge, the Jade Star.
The Jade Star. Okay.
Isn't Jade green?
It is green. Look, the star.
There's no green. Okay, I guess
green.
the star.
The star part
All
is
right.
green.
All 4 members of the
Well, the
Orange
emerald one still isn't.
And that means you can
Yeah,
compete
that-
with
that- that
other
was no good.
qualified trainers in the Orange League competition.
That's to win the Orange League trophy, right?
That's right. But to get it, Ash will have to beat the leader of the Orange Crew.
Okay.
That leader must be pretty good, huh?
The best. Winning that trophy won't be easy.
All right, so
Think
Ash has a clear path
to
now.
work
He has to defeat
together.
the leader of the Orange Crew now that he has the 4 badges.
No sweat. We're a team, aren't we?
The episode ends really nicely. You get all the feels.
It's very triumphant
Please,
music.
Ash, if you happen to run into my son Travis, will you tell him I miss him and give him my love?
I sure will.
Why would he run into Travis?
Thanks for everything.
Have a safe trip and battle as hard as you
My
can. for
gosh,
that
the
Orange
music.
League Trophy.
We hope you've all enjoyed your stay here.
Thank you, Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, I hope
Kinda
you've all
like
enjoyed
Pee-wee
your stay. That's so like. What are they called? The people at the doorbell people.
The doorman.
Yeah, the doorman. It's so the doorman.
Bellhop.
Bellhop. That's what I was trying to think.
A poet once said, "No man is an island."
Well, you're no man, James.
You think maybe the boss
Poor
will
Team
send
Rocket.
somebody out to look for us? What's the matter?
If the boss finds out we wrecked the robot.
Yeah, they scrapped the Robo Rhyhorn.
Look, a boat. What if it's the
Poor
boss's boat?
Team
What if it's the boss's boat?
Don't go.
Yeah, right. His yacht. He's on vacation. It's like, what are you guys doing here?
They're like, we just
So,
wanted to,
all right,
to
look,
capture Pikachu.
I enjoyed this because it was a battle, and he's finally got the 4 badges, and he could finally move on to the final part of the, but based on what we've seen, it's always like the storyline episode, so he gets his badge, and now we're going to have 3 or 4 episodes of filler before he finally fights the leader. Let's see if that happens, but what'd you think overall?
I liked it.
It was good, right?
I mean, it was
good.
weird that there's another character that looks just like Ash
Yeah, but that
out there
whole
somewhere.
initial mom scene was weird.
Yeah, it's very creepy.
Very awkward. It was very awkward. But no, I like the whole Charizard Pikachu connection. That was good, and I love that Charizard is finally starting to come around.
Yeah, he can
like did
take
last
orders.
week. Yeah, it's cool. Very, very cool. But all right, Adam, you know what time it is.
Is it time for a booster? Because I have
It is
one of
time for
those.
a booster. Yes, it is, and I do have another Hidden Fates booster, so I'm very excited.
I've got a Burning
And-
Shadows.
It does have a white code card. So does that mean that there's a Charizard in my pack?
It means whatever you want it to mean.
I think that means there's a Charizard in my pack, but let's not get too far ahead. All right, here we go. Fighting Energy. Magmar, Misty Cerulean City Gym, Charmeleon, Ekans, Cubone, Magikarp, Geodude, how about that? Clefairy, Bill's Analysis, and my rare, a Charizard GX.
All right, there is a Charizard in it.
There
And
is
it's
a
fitting
Charizard.
for the episode.
Just not the one I needed.
Not the one you need. All right, I've got like I said, Burning Shadows. I've got a green code, so you know it's good. All right, I got a Fairy Energy, a Rabombi, a Curlia, Olivia, Trainer, Sock, Oddish, Charmander, Meryl, Pansage. My reverse holo is a Bruxish, and my rare is a Heracross.
Well, I got the Charizard GX. I guess
Yes,
that's good.
that's good. It's still
just
good.
not the
I mean,
one
it's
I
still-
needed. It's just not the one I wanted. But that is a it's good. We've had pretty bad pulls the past couple weeks, so at least I got the GX. So, but Adam, I think that's a wrap, man.
I think that's a poker wrap.
That is a poker wrap. Thank you, everyone, for checking out the show, making it this far. We really do appreciate it. Please check out GottaWatchTheMall.com for everything we have going on with the show. Check out PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on with the network. And I think that truly is it. We're getting close to the end of the Orange League. I'm very excited. Get out of this arc. Get back on the main story. But
Yes.
Yeah, but Adam, that's truly it.
That's truly it.
That's truly right. All right. Remember, trainers, if you can't be out there catching them all, just hang out with us and watch them all. We'll see you all next week.